Coming up on today's show, it's time to head back to school. Education is one of the most important investments we can have in ourselves, and we're going to show you quite a few centers of learning that can help you or someone you know get the most from a quality education. From preschool and kindergarten to high school and adult education options, we have every member of the family covered on today's show. Stay tuned.
Well, a local charter school that promotes free thinking is the Arts College and Preparatory Academy. This school was voted the best charter school in 2013. You can see some of the beautiful artwork behind me that's been created here. We had an opportunity to talk to the principal and vice principal about this unique learning experience. Why do you think you're getting the academic successes that you are?
We found that the culture and climate, we've established a pretty secure place for people to come. Students feel comfortable, and in their comfort they can kind of explore themselves, express themselves, and then achieve academically.
Tell me a little bit about the climate here and what makes this unique.
Something a lot of people say to us when they come to visit and take a tour is, I wish I had a high school like this when I was in high school. I think what they're seeing, there are always kids out in the hall playing music, rehearsing their acting, just being creative. We're really big on, you got to be nice to each other. So it all really comes down to our discipline is, was that nice or not? We don't have a lot of discipline because we trust our kids, we give our kids freedom, we give our kids responsibility, and they are empowered with that, and they take that. They're here to learn, they're here to be creative and think, they're still teenagers, but instead of punishing kids, we talk to kids and solve problems and figure out how to make better decisions.
Well, Tony, what is Act the Voice?
Act the Voice is a grant project that we have through the U.S. Department of Education. It's a dissemination grant. So basically we've taken all our best practices for fostering a safe and inclusive culture and climate, putting it together, and we're hoping to show other schools how to do that. So we'll be at conferences doing presentations, we'll do professional development for other teachers, administrators, board members, anybody that thinks that maybe they could improve the culture and climate of their school. We're trying to help do that.
Well, Richard, where can people learn more information?
artcollegeprep.org, our Facebook page, we have an Instagram account, acpavoice.org is a program we've got some information about, but call 614-986-9974.
No matter what your age or your life circumstances, you can still accomplish your educational dreams. I spoke with Lene, the campus president of Harrison College in Grove City, about their unique approach to education. So Lene, give us a little bit of background. What is Harrison College all about?
Honestly, Harrison College is all about serving the non-traditional students. We are not new to education. We've been around since 1902. And really it all began when the president back then learned that businesses really had a need for talent and to hire good talent, but there were skills gaps. And so he set out to help educate individuals, making sure they had access to obtaining those skills, and then aligning them with the job placement opportunities that help build up the economy and the workforce development efforts.
Who is your typical student?
Typical student would be a 25 to 34-year-old and then under 24 who are really non-traditional. They might have tried the traditional universities. It might have been too big for them. They might have families. They might have jobs. Time is a constraint. Financial resources are a constraint. So they really need flexibility, but they also need support. At this particular campus, we have 3 schools. We have the School of Health Sciences, Criminal Justice, and Business. And within each of those schools, we have associate and or bachelor degree programs. And then we also offer IT online. So we really try to choose programs that align with the top industry sectors in this region.
So how successful have you been helping students find jobs once they're finished with the program?
That's probably what I'm most excited about. So overall, as a college across the 12 campuses, we've run about 74% placement rates. Here at this location, we just came in at 81% placement. That's within field or a related field. So very excited about that.
So how can people find out more information about coming here?
Well, they would just simply visit our website. That would be the quickest way, which is www.harrison.edu. And then certainly they could navigate their way to our local website location and give us a call.
Finding the right childcare is one of the most important decisions you'll make when it comes to giving your child a head start on learning. I spoke with Jesse and Danny about all of the opportunities they have for learning at their several locations. So Jesse, tell us how the Wellington School got started.
So I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I wanted something for both of them. I wanted a high-end child care center for them. I wanted to send my daughter to Columbus School for Girls, actually. And we've been in the daycare business, the child care business, for 30-some years as a family. And my family said, why don't you make your own? So that's what we did. And I wanted everything from lower teacher-child ratios to organic food. And I brought all that together, and we made an amazing center.
Tell me, what sets you apart from other child care centers in the area?
So we are all organic. We have non-processed foods. And then we also have a lower teacher to student ratio. So in our infants, our ratio is 1:4. In toddlers, our ratio is 1:5. In preschool, it's 1:8. In pre-K, it's 1:9. And then we also have 5 additional special classes. So we do soccer, gymnastics, dance, music, and Spanish as well, and that's all included in our program.
So tell us, what ages do you accept here?
Okay, so we take 6 weeks old up to, at this location in Dublin, we take up to 6-year-olds. But our other location, we have one on Sawmill Parkway in Powell, and we take up to school agers there, and we're getting ready to open another center in Pickerington, which will also take school agers. So infants through school age.
What does all organic mean?
All organic means that our food that we serve here is 80% organic or higher. And organic essentially, means that we don't have foods that are processed, and it's more of a kind of a clean eating.
Tell us how people can find out more information if they'd like to check this out.
Yeah, you can go to our website. It's thebarringtonschool.com. We have all of our information on there. You can fill out a form, and we will contact you with more information.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. onacolumbus.com. For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
There are many different careers available in the medical field, and phlebotomy is growing every day. I spoke with Ashley and Emily from Ohio School of Phlebotomy about how you can get your career in healthcare started today. So Ashley, tell me about your programs. What do you offer here?
We offer a 6-week-long phlebotomy program as well as a 4-week-long accelerated phlebotomy program meant for students with prior medical experience. We also offer a 12-week-long clinical medical assisting program. All of our programs are registered with the Ohio State Board of Career Colleges and Schools, and we work with the NHA, which is National Health Career Association, to offer accreditation exams like the CPT and the CCMA. So our students are eligible to go into the field fully accredited.
What's your mission here as a school?
Well, we believe that high quality education doesn't need to be high cost. So we really focus on bringing accessible programs financially and in terms of length. So we focus on having really high standards with our curriculum, but also providing the resources to help students achieve those goals.
So Ashley, what kind of advantages do your students have when they enter the field?
Our students are able to go to externships like COPCP, which is Central Ohio Primary Care. They're able to go to externships at Ohio State University Student Health Services, as well as places like LabCorp. All of this provides our students major clinical experience out in a very prominent laboratory setting. We also offer volunteer opportunities for our students like the OSU Mass Draw program, and they're able to do volunteer things like kidney trust events. So there's lots of things that our students can take advantage of to get experience in the field before they enter the workforce.
So Emily, what sets your school apart from others?
We really focus on having a research-based curriculum and looking at what hands-on skills students can practice right from the very beginning. So the first day, our students all start with practical skills. They're doing phlebotomy sticks on live arms, not on dummies, and they're not waiting until clinical to actually get that experience and get their practice started.
How can we find out more information?
You can visit us online at ohiophlebotomy.com or find us on Facebook.
Well, serving grades kindergarten through 12th is Liberty Christian Academy, located in Pataskala. This is a school that is on the move with a brand new sports complex, and we learn more about the school from LaVon McElrath. Well, LaVon, thanks so much for being on the show and having us out at Liberty Christian Academy. You guys are going through some tremendous growth and some good things. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Well, Liberty has actually been around since 1983. We started in Columbus. We've been here at this location since the fall of 2008. We built our new facility, and we started with 200 children that first year, and we've increased. This year we still have an increase in enrollment. We're up to 350 students. We're preschool through 12th grade, and now we're developing our high school. So as you see, we have a construction program which we've started this summer. We're building a full-size gym, stage, locker rooms, cafe, 4 additional classrooms, so we're pretty excited.
That's a whole sports complex, right?
It is a whole sports and activities complex, so we'll be able to use it for our athletic program, fine arts program, community events.
How does it work having all those grades under one roof?
Actually, it works really well. Our high school students, our Spanish 3 students can go down to our elementary and kind of teach Spanish to our younger children. They really are role models, and they look up to the big kids.
Now, what does Eagle Soar mean? I saw it when I walked in.
Eagles soar. Well, our mascot, we are the Eagles, Liberty Christian Academy Eagles, and we just want to soar. We want to excel. We want to do our best in everything we do, from academics to athletics to extracurricular to dealing with people. We want to soar. We want to do our best.
LaVon, I think you're doing a great job here, and this is a beautiful facility. Where do we learn more about Liberty Christian Academy?
We can have our website, libertychristianacademy.org, and would love to give a tour. Anyone that would like to come by and see us would love to sit down and chat and just tell you a little bit more about who we are.
Well, we traveled a little north of Columbus up to Mount Vernon to check out some of the educational opportunities at Mount Vernon Nazarene University. And what an incredible university this turned out to be. Let's talk a little bit about the community here.
Oh, it's a wonderful community. Both the campus community as well as where it's embedded here in Mount Vernon, Ohio, Knox County, Central Ohio. It's an absolutely gorgeous part of the country. And the campus here is just acres of wooded land, wonderful grassy areas for the students, and beautiful buildings tucked here nicely right along the Kokosing River.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the academic programs here at Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
Absolutely. Mount Vernon, since its existence, has been a residential liberal arts campus. That means, the high school student graduates from high school, comes here, lives in a great dorm, gets to join a community, wonderful Christian community, but also an academic community where they are taking courses in a variety of topics and disciplines and then selecting a major. And so our academic program has always really focused on that traditional student, that student who's going away to college. But since the mid-90s, Mount Vernon Nazarene University has been very involved in what's called the graduate and the adult degree completion market. And we have now expanded our footprint since the 90s and really cover Central Ohio. We have sites in Mansfield, in New Albany, in Newark, as well as students here on our main campus that are doing graduate courses as well as those undergraduate degree completion courses. And then within the last 5 to 10 years, our online enrollment has expanded. So students are coming to Mount Vernon Nazarene University and not even having to come to Mount Vernon, Ohio until that graduation day, and they get to walk across the stage at commencement.
Is there somewhere we can learn more about Mount Vernon Nazarene University?
Absolutely. You can check out our website, www.mvnu.edu, and there we have information also about our adult and graduate programs.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. onacolumbus.com. Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from out and about Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus.
With a strong focus on academics, the Wellington School allows their students to explore all facets of education. I spoke with Mr. Brisk and Dr. Turwin about how the Wellington School helps students approach learning with curiosity and creativity. So, Mr. Brisk, tell us all about the Wellington School.
Well, we're here on our opening day, and we're very excited about that. And we opened with the largest number we have ever had in this school at 668 students. And one of the things that we think is that many parents and many families seek us out because of our mission. We were founded by a group of entrepreneurs who really were invested in the notion that everyone has unique potential and that schools should really help people to find that unique potential. So that's really what we're after here. We want to give students an excellent education in all of the foundations, and then we want them to have opportunities to go in depth and to pursue areas of passionate interest.
Well, we learned more from Dr. Turwin, and this is what he had to say. So, Dr. Turwin, tell me what makes Wellington School's upper school different?
The students have the opportunity at the advanced levels to have a deeper dive into their academics. So our model is that we want to build a strong foundation for the students, but then we want their passion and interest to really drive the learning. And they bring ideas to us and things that they want to pursue. So for example, we have an independent science research program where students can, for 1 or 2 years, spend the entire year in one subject of their interest. They design a research project, they connect with mentors outside of Wellington, and they really demonstrate their interest. They're engaged because they care about what they're doing, and they ultimately drive the learning. So at Wellington, giving students that power and really removing any impediments we can to those projects allows the students to go into depths and demonstrate their excellence. We know there's greatness in every student at Wellington, and by allowing a little flexibility in the curriculum and letting them have a voice in that, we can see what's possible.
Tell us how we can find out more.
You can find out more from our website, wellington.org.
Music opens the door to many different opportunities for people of all ages to succeed, and learning an instrument can be a gateway for creation in other aspects of your life. Michelle and Aaron from Michelle Tusty's Music School told us about their creative and unique approach to teaching all aspects and levels of music.
We opened in September of 2010 in Gahanna, and it's a small community, so people noticed, and we're right on Hamilton Road. We got a really visible sign. So we grew really quickly, and we were able to open a second location just last year in 2013 in Polaris. If you're a first-time visitor and you've never studied music before, we have a product that's called a private lesson sampler. And in the sampler, it's just 4 weeks of private lessons. But for a discounted rate, you're not required to own the instrument. You're not required to purchase a book or do any kind of homework or practice at home. The expectation is you just come in for 4 consecutive weeks, try the lessons, see how you like it. We provide the instrument for the duration of the lesson, and then at the end of the 4 weeks, if you want to enroll, then you can enroll right in the spot you're at if you like your teacher, or if you want a different time, we have a really flexible schedule. Private lessons are one-on-one lessons, so they have time on the instrument with a private instructor, and each week they get assigned new songs that they're supposed to practice throughout the week, and then they'll go over the songs that they were assigned from the previous week, and the teacher will assess how well they progressed on that song. We also have the computer lab portion of the lesson where they learn the music theory, ear training, rhythm training, and in some cases composition. Erin can tell you more about the computer lab. She's one of our computer lab attendants.
So in the computer lab, we reinforce what the students do in their lesson rooms. We go over music theory, rhythm training, ear training. For the more advanced students, we have composition, and we practice through that for them. We have age-appropriate programs. Depending on the age and the skill level of the student, they'll be put onto different programs.
You can look up our website. It's michelletuesday.com. You can call us. 614-418-7110 is our phone number.
Well, Delaware Area Career Center offers a lot of educational opportunities to students and adults, and we learn more about this wonderful learning institution from Alicia Mowry. Well, Alicia, welcome back to Out and About Columbus. Good to have Delaware Area Career Center on. Now, you guys work with all of Delaware County schools, right?
We do. The Delaware Area Career Center works with all of the high schools in Delaware County to offer college and career readiness training for high school students. The unique experiences that they get here prepare them for college, prepare them for careers, really differentiates them on college applications and with those hiring employers. We offer 24 programs for high school students. They're traditional programs like auto technology, welding, and then some of our newer programs like bioscience and zoology. And then we also offer programs for adults who want to further their careers or completely start a new career.
Now, the fact of the matter is that kids can walk out of these courses and actually get a good paying job, and they're in demand, right?
They can. A lot of our students get hired before they even graduate, and some of those students go on to traditional four-year colleges and work while they're in college to offset those college costs. And some of them just start their career early and really jumpstart that competitiveness and increase their earning power.
Here, you guys kind of do competitive type things. Talk about that a little bit.
We do. All of our students compete in what we call a career technical student organization. So they compete against other students to show off their knowledge, the skills that they've learned in the labs here. And one of those programs is called Skills USA. And so what the students have done is they collaborated with other programs. So you have auto technology, welding, and career graphics coming all together to learn about each other and learn about each other's programs to create a big display. And then they took first place at a national competition over the summer.
Now, one of your students won like first place in this competition, right?
She did. Brooke Mack worked with Kendall Dorsey and one other welding student to take first place at this national competition.
Fantastic. Well, we had a chance to talk to her, and this is what she told us.
After high school, I plan to go to college. So, along with my plan, I'll take the skills that I learned from doing this project and competing and collaborate it within my college career. So, for instance, public speaking, giving my speech, that helped me a lot, and I feel as though that'll prepare me very well for future career choices. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I know that I definitely want to go to college and definitely achieve something.
Where do we learn more information?
You can go to our website at delawareareacc.org. There's all kinds of photos and videos, and the students on the website will be happy to tell you exactly what it is that they learned here through testimonials and those videos that we mentioned.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. onacolumbus.com. For the latest information about the show and exclusive behind-the-scenes content, follow us on Twitter. That's at ONACBus or twitter.com/ONACBus.
Diversity, integrity, and confidence are just some of the qualities that make a strong leader. Columbus School for Girls' mission is to instill these characteristics plus an excellent education into every girl that walks through their door. I spoke with Jennifer Ciccarelli, head of school, about all of the programs found at Columbus School for Girls. Give us a little bit of background about Columbus School for Girls for those who don't really know.
We were founded in 1898, and we've been on this campus for over 50 years. We cover 7.5 acres right here in Bexley, Ohio. We draw students from 45 different zip codes around central Ohio. We're the only all-girls school in this area.
It's fantastic. What I love about it is that you focus on the total girl. Tell us what that means.
Of course, we focus on academic excellence for our students, but we also acknowledge that in the 21st century, our girls need to be able to think about their entire experience. So we have a really strong program in athletics and in the arts, because we acknowledge that both of those things are really important to contribute to a full, excellent education and to prepare our girls well for the 21st century.
And speaking of the arts, we are standing in the brand new arts building, and it's gorgeous. Tell us what you do here.
This is the Agnes Jeffrey Shedd Theater. It was just opened in March of 2014. We have a fantastic arts program. Our 3-year-olds all the way up through our 18-year-olds participate in our fine arts program.
So I understand you have a wellness program. What exactly is that?
We think about health and wellness in a very broad way at CSG. We have a fantastic athletic program. Our girls compete in sports at the varsity level and very high levels. We also have a really wonderful health and wellness program. So we offer yoga to our girls. We have a beautiful dance studio, state-of-the-art swimming pool that's only been open for a few years. So our girls have the opportunity to experience not only competitive sports, but also the sort of concepts of lifelong fitness that we think is so important for the health and success of our students.
So how can we find out more about coming to Columbus School for Girls?
Oh, please visit our website at www.columbusschoolforgirls.org.
I realized I could care about someone. I could want someone. I'm happy.
Would you like to learn to be able to act like that? We talked to Richard Mason of Acting in Columbus and learned about how you can take acting lessons. This is Acting in Columbus, and this is where you teach people the art of acting. Let's talk a little bit about your background.
Well, I got my MFA from the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. I was there with Annette Bening, and after that I worked professionally up until about 1993, working mainly out of California. And then I decided I didn't want to be an actor anymore, and I moved back to Ohio. And I became a talent agent. And I did that for a couple of years. I hated it. I really needed to be back on the other side of the camera. But when I was an agent, I had a lot of problems with my talent not doing what they're supposed to do.
Sure.
And that's when I started teaching these classes, because a lot of it was just ignorance. They didn't know any better. And so I started teaching these classes back in 1998, and it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah. Now, you've also added the credential of being a casting agent now, right?
Yes. So I work as a casting director. I work with Donna Belijack Casting out of Pittsburgh. And we've worked on projects together. We've done some national Nike commercials. We did a film called Homecoming with Misha Barton. And then we also did She's Out of Our League.
One of my favorite movies. So let's talk a little bit about how do you define success for your students?
Success is defined by earning a living wage when you're working. A lot of people think, it's about stardom or being famous. But no, I mean, all I ever wanted to be was a working actor. And that's really all you can ask for. And so when my students are able to be professionals, hopefully they become union SAG-AFTRA actors and they're earning good wages to work in the industry.
So Richard, how would we find more information out about coming to Acting in Columbus?
Well, we have a website, actingincolumbus.net. And we're also on Facebook, Acting in Columbus. And you can find information about our classes and background, and there's a lot of video on the page as well.
Well, it's time to build a better bathroom at Home Depot. And we talked to Dominique Cruz about some of the values and some of the simple changes you can make that'll give your bathroom a whole new look. Tell us a little bit about what's going on here at Home Depot.
Well, the bathroom is one of the most highly trafficked areas in the home. When you have guests over, family, etc., it's usually the first place they go, first place you tell them where it is. So we have a few easy updates for bathrooms, just to make a quick fix, quick remodel. About a weekend, you can change completely the look of your bathroom. We've got 3 different kind of tiers of updating that you can do. Something as simple as an update of your paint or hardware will make the bathroom look brand new.
And what are some of the items you have here?
We're looking at one of our modern fixtures, just a sleek, curved line, the chrome finish, kind of the brushed look to it, and all of the hardware that complements it, as well as a couple of paints that adhere to the modern style. Some of the tile that we sell here that's really easy to put up for backsplash or even floor tile, just to make it look really, really nice.
And that's going to completely change the look, isn't it?
It will, yeah. It's amazing what a fresh coat of paint will do for a room.
Now, what are the match right items?
Our match right items are lines of items that are kind of built to coordinate with each other. So you have a Martha Stewart line of items where they have different sets that match each other. Hampton Bay, I believe, makes another line that matches each other. So it's just a really easy way to update all your hardware at once and have it coordinate.
So you really don't have to be a great interior decorator, right? As long as you got match right on your side, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. We make it very simple for you here, and if you can't find it on the shelf yourself, we'll make an effort to help you out on the shelf ourselves.
I think that's one of the neat things about Home Depot. You've got some very experienced people around here that can help you, walk you through some of these things, right?
We do. Our staff is very, very knowledgeable. They're all trained on how to guide you in the right direction and kind of help your visions come to light.
I know I can get more information online, so let's walk us through that.
We do have limited space in the store, so we can't obviously carry everything, but through our extended aisle online at homedepot.com, there are thousands of items that we don't have in store. You can find different vanities, different hardware, etc., to go with whatever style you're trying to find.